Hey Aquarius, let me make sure. Yeah, got the red button and the red light going on here. I've had a lot of camera problems this weekend. Mysterious ones. At least 4 readings not recording. So, I'm going to do this part A, part B. Part A for the lunar eclipse on the 30th in Gemini. So I've got Susan Shepherd's Black Moon Astrology cards out here. With the air element card out because it's going to be in Gemini. And I've got my black and gold tarot out for lovers and magician. Gemini and Mercury energy. And then we'll do a part B for the solar eclipse on the 14th in Sagittarius, which will also be during the new moon in Sagittarius. And get into the Jupiter energy as well, and then we'll check the stories against each other to see what this female versus male, this inner versus outer, this internal versus external situation in the worst that we've been coming into a slow collision with. See what it's all about. Okay, Aquarius. I think you've been going through some transformations. It's been making everything quite personal in ways that you don't necessarily prefer. It's coming through 5 of Pentacles. I'll give it its moment here, but I'm going to put it back in. I want clear cards. A lot of slapping cards, but just a lot of stop-start energy and things not working. Okay. 3 of Wands in reverse. Not waiting. Not waiting. Okay. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Okay. Home life. Completion. Going back to the 9 of Pentacles. Working by yourself. Entrepreneur. And this, hey star, so Aquarius, you're in your own reading again. And I would say I tend to think of all of these feminine entities in the major arcana as basically aspects of the High Priestess energy. Yeah. Replenishing herself after a tower, but having faith that she's being guided. So that's interesting for that to come through during Gemini and the lunar eclipse, and that's scheduled timing. That's chart. Oh, and strength. Yep, easily the same person. And here we have the whole. We have the 8 of this 44, the solar eclipse card. But we have lunar energy, moon energy, taming or contending with the solar energy. The feminine and the masculine, the yin and the yang. Well, that's exactly what's going on in terms of divine timing. Absolutely. Alright, Aquarius. Do I want this? Well, that kind of makes sense if we have a knave of coins, but that's a young energy. No wonder. The 10 is in reverse. Student is in reverse. Okay. Tired of the slapping sound. No, I just want a card to come out nice and clean. Well, it didn't come out. It slapped clearly though. The 3 of Pentacles. Oh, got the Knight of Coins in the upright. Ace of Wands in reverse. Well, that fits with the 3 of Wands in reverse. Okay, Aquarius. I mean, there aren't any swords here. What are we going to do? You're out of your element then, because you like swords. You like thinking. Humanitarian Aquarian, but one thing I wanted to check, where's your Mercury in your chart? Do you know? And where's your third house? Where's Gemini as a sign and as a constellation? That would be tropical and sidereal differences in your charts. Really important to know what your Mercury is. It's how you communicate. It's your style of communication. It's your methods, your preferred methods of communication. The more you know and understand anyway, and then the kind of knowledge you're interested in, or how you like to get knowledge, what you like to do with it. The success of what we do hinges so much upon how we know how to optimize ourselves. Three of Wands leading back to the Two of Wands, which was, you know, the fork in the road, the choice to work alone or with somebody. But the Three of Wands upright is the merchant waiting for his ship to come in with his cargo. The manifestation, but not just the being stuck waiting for it because other people are involved. There's a whole system. There's a trade route. And you want to make sure that you're part of the right one, and that you have, you know, charged the fair price, you've been paid correctly, you can trust the people that are transporting to you. Like all of your, the whole A to Z of your situation is legit, or what you want it to be. So that's not the situation here, Aquarius. Back to the Two of Wands, back to figuring out who to do business with. But the Wands are desire and will. To have the will and take the initiative, have the plan. With the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles coming in with an offer. Did the Knave have to up level? Perhaps. Yes, this is a leveling up card. This is a similar, I mean, it's another 3, right? So this is basically the Freemason card for, well, they're all Freemason cards, but this is the, not that I am not a Freemason by any stretch of the imagination, never. Never, never. Sorry if any Freemasons are watching, but if you knew, come visit me in my fights with Doug Mesner, who's also known as Lucian Greaves, and his pretend satanic temple that's actually just Freemason. Okay? And Michael Aquino, if you want to look that jerk up, understatement of the year. Then you'll come hang out with, you'll come help me cope with the Freemasons that I know. There are, of course, good Freemasons. Why am I on this rant? Because, why not? I'm looking at the card right here. This is normally has, not necessarily, well, he must be, he's an accomplished Mason because he's negotiating, he's doing the work, the blueprints. The nun and the monk are consulting with him about building this, you know, the church, the cathedral, yeah? And he's foot up on the bench. The bench that represents the ladder that you climb to ascend through Freemason ranks. And they, not that they do actually any stonemason work themselves, but, so it's all symbolic, right? But it's a conflicts of interest card. Potentially, possibly. You want to put the right value on yourself. You want to put You want to make sure that you're not signing your soul away, that you're happy doing business with who you're doing business. And, you know, leveling up the way you want to level up. Not becoming stuck in something. You want this, you need to know your ethics, you need to know everything. So, possibly this 10 in reverse. And this 3, the will, reversed. This ace, this opportunity, stopped. But ace, I mean, the ace of wands can burn out pretty fast. Oh, I got the 6 of wands reversed underneath it too. So, let's take those. I'm just going to take, oh, 10 of wands completion over there, but let's leave that there. Okay, what's interesting is as it affects the magician energy, looks like mostly you need to use words, thinking, your magician energy for keeping faith and being strong. That's our lunar reading. Let's check in with what's coming up in the fire energy, the Jupiter and the Temperance energy of the eclipse in Sagittarius then. Let's get some air in these cards as let's breathe into them. And just, I feel like, am I still recording? Yes. This camera and I can't win. I love the camera. I think Mercury's still direct. So then, further to my point about where Mercury is in your chart, where's Jupiter in your chart? Jupiter, growth and expansion. Mine is, ironically, in Gemini. And so, I have 12,000 images or more on my phone. Because Jupiter expands everything about knowledge and communication in Gemini, right? So where is your Jupiter? Where do you go nuts, Aquarius? And this is in the 9th house. Sagittarius is the 9th house of faith. Those are the things I would look at right now. Okay. So the 5 of the Hierophant, change in a contract, possibly with those 3 of Pentacles. And that 3 of Wands in reverse. Yes. This one is just sticking. Okay. Switch halves. Sideways energy. The 9 of Wands. Okay. Holding your ground. Going to go to completion, or you're going to go back to 8 of Wands. Movement, fast movement, messaging, communication. Not standing your ground. 3 of Cups reversed. What's another 3 reversed? So one too many people. Okay, but let's put that Ace of Pentacles right under that Hierophant, because those two definitely, well, maybe definitely. Interesting. The Wheel reversed. Well, this is quite the story. Woo! Okay, Moon. 9 of Cups reversed. at the bottoms of the decks. So the fact that I've got Jupiter here as the wheel, and then the wheel coming in reversed as charted divine, malevolent or benevolent will. You need to figure out whose universe this is, Aquarius. Is it a good gods or a bad gods? And are you getting help from the person who controls the universe, or are you getting help from the person who needs to hack the universe in order to help rescue us? I'm a prison planet kind of thinker. My god's a hacker god. I still love my Jesus. To me, he hacked the system. But I do love Kali. I love the Orishas. I've worked with the Orishas. They've worked with me. They've worked with me. If you don't know about them, look them up. The Black Doves, absolutely. The Sibyls, also known as the Oracle Delphi. Always the Black African prophetess. Mami Wata. But Kuan Yin, I love. Aboriginal. I have 3 Aboriginal Oracle decks from Melbourne over in Australia. I have the Sibyl's Oraculum, the Black Doves. I have that deck that I use. Why am I saying this? Because faith. During this solar eclipse, mid-December, coming up for Saturnalia, probably already into Saturnalia by then, this moon energy, yes, definitely. See, this is my happiness card. I'm Scorpio rising. I've got strong Scorpio placements, but my Mercury's in Pisces as well, so I can speak. This for me is safe passage, this card. The sun comes out and I can get burned by the sun. I love it. I love Leo. I love Leo's tremendous. I love everybody. I love everybody. But I can actually just stop. I can't write. I can't express myself. It's almost like having a stroke. I can technically speak, yes, but I can't. Everything gets stuck in my chest. Deep grief, like drowning. This moon makes something possible for you, Aquarius. Actually, my moon is a split moon. It's a void, of course, moon between Aquarius and Pisces. That probably has something to do. Not that this is about me, but I'm just trying to illustrate, I think. This 9 of Wands, this perseverance that you're stuck in, not sure. No wonder, because the wheel is turning. And this contract or partnership, or, you know, you need to look at the details in this. Don't do anything without careful thinking. But this 3 of Cups and the 9 of Cups in reverse. Is that yeah, with that 9 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, and the Ace of Wands in reverse, you could go either way with the persevering. You need a new Ace of Wands, but you got an Ace of Pentacles. Timing, 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 timing. In the house of faith. And these are you feeling alone? Or are we not in communication with spirit guides? Are we not in communication? Like, this is very earthbound. This is very earthbound. This is not. This is divine feminine. Well, I shouldn't say divine feminine. I should say High Priestess. Sacred feminine knowledge. Mother Earth knowledge. Recording? Okay. I just paused for a minute to regroup. Let's just get a little organized here between the two. So the Lunar points out the Three of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse, yes? And then between then and then you're stuck in this Nine of Wands sideways. Here I have High Priestess energy. Yes, Strength, Star, Moon. We have this whole story. Look at this huge story in the lunar eclipse leading to this solar eclipse opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. The Knave becomes the Knight with that Three of Pentacles situation, yes? So the instability, the student becomes the Knight, leveled up, yes? That's a huge story. And it has everything to do with this contract, Aquarius. And yes, there seems to be heartbreak and desire with the turning of the wheel. And tens, nines, threes. I'm not looking at sevens. Am I looking at sevens? Except for that 43 over there. This deck, the Tattoo Tarot, reorganizes the Strength to be the 11th card, but we know it's the 8th in every other deck, or a lot of other decks. And the Star is 17, but that makes an 8. See? Same thing. Just on her own versus contending with the opposing energy. And that's just, to me, the whole lunar solar situation is entirely the Strength card playing out. So everything about the lunar is leading to this Ace of Pentacles, this Ace of Coins. Absolutely. So you need, but yes, rely on this High Priestess. Rely on Mother Earth. Rely on the Moon to restore you and yourself. You know, Aquarius. Because the focus, the wheel just is what it is. It's a fixed situation. And to stand your ground, this sideways energy in Wands. Well, right underneath the Nine of Cups in reverse, I have the Ace of Cups. Yep, so that'll be what, yeah, okay. So let's say, look at that, right underneath the Moon we have the Queen of Pentacles. That's where she's hiding. What does that have to do with everything else? Aquarius? Is that you, or is that who you want? Let's find out in 2 weeks. Hmm?